What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm the real Jossie.
I'm Peter Parkour, and we are, hold on.
Wait.
We have a third
member
here today.
A member? Where? We have Brennan Mejia.
What's up?
How's it going, stuntman?
Yeah.
Locked him down at Sci-Fi on the Rock 2022, ladies and gentlemen. How pumped are you?
I'm pumped. Well, I see, here's the thing. I was pumped,
Yep.
and not that I'm not pumped, but I got over it really quickly because you filled the pants.
Yeah, because I'm just a hardcore Power Rangers fan, which I guess, Brennan, you are most well known for. Clarify.
Yeah. I mean, it helps. You know, Redranger from Dino Charge.
No,
so yeah,
that's dope.
It's a little battle damage from the plane right over, but you know.
Dino Charge. That's season 22, right?
Something like that. There's so many
Yeah,
at this point. I'm gonna take your word for it over me.
You can't even say it's from. You gotta keep saying it's not from the plane. It's from the set.
Yeah, it's from where he got
the plane
attacked.
on the set. In that one episode when we fought monsters on the plane, and then the helmet got
But let's be clear. Power Rangers is not your only stardom. You actually just coming out of the movie Corrective Measures. Am I correct?
You are correct
what
in what you did there. Yes, so that movie was actually filmed in Vancouver.
Oh.
For the most part. A little bit in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
So it stars Bruce Willis, Tom Cavanaugh, Michael Rooker, myself.
That must have been dope. Like even take a second. How was it to work with Bruce Willis? First, because I mean it's Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah,
but also Michael
legendary.
Rooker.
Amazing. And honestly, out of that trio, the one I bonded with the most would be Tom Cavanaugh. Like, he was like my character's mentor in the movie. And like, he kind of like mentored me in real life on the set too. So it was like super cool, just like picking his brain.
So, and again, unfortunately, had not had a chance to see the movie yet.
Yeah.
But like,
I'll just leave the interview until you watch it.
There you go. We're done. So is your role a starring role? Like
I'm one of the leads in it.
Okay.
So.
And what is your character in that?
So I play Diego Diaz, who gets sent to a prison for people with superpowers. But my character is like kind of like on a trumped up charge, so he wasn't like actually a bad guy. Michael Rooker is the warden. Bruce Willis plays like the evil super Lex Luthor type character in the prison. Tom Cavanaugh's in the prison as well, and I'm an empath in it. So
You feed off others. Okay.
I mean, you gotta check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
We don't want to give too much of it.
But I do know, and I'm going to send this one over to you, Pete. This man was a stuntman on Obi-Wan
Kenobi. True.
And we chatted.
Yeah, I doubled Ewan McGregor. We look a lot alike.
You sound the same.
Yeah, I know.
That Highland accent.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I know you're a Star Wars fan, so.
So you covered for Kumail
Nanjiani.
Sorry, buddy. It's really going to affect our next project that we work on together. We were talking about how you must have been that part. You must have been the one getting slammed to the wall, and he stole it from you, the jerk.
I mean, to be fair,
our words, not his.
I'm only there in case he feels uncomfortable to do something. But Kumail wanted to do the forced throw by Moses into the wall.
And you really can't blame the guy.
No,
really.
I was like so happy. It's like I get to be thrown by the force.
Single tear.
And like that'd be like my story for stunts. And now I get to tell the story how I got to watch the guy get thrown by the force, and I got to help pad him up. So use my pad. So he sweat into my battle armor to be thrown into a wall.
There you go. Now, also in our realm of our content and all that good stuff, I also know you were on Supergirl, which I have watched. I don't think you have caught, but I'm a big fan. We watched the
Blood Memory is the episode.
Yeah, Blood Memory. Check them out. So I do have to ask, did you work with Melissa Benoit on that, or were you like on a set different day than her?
So I did meet her because we did a table read. So typically for shows, you do a table read with the cast. Some people weren't there. So they just did it over like Skype because they weren't on set that day. But I did get to meet her. I did not work with her though.
Okay.
But I worked with her sister in the show.
Yeah, I guess that happens.
Who arrests me or something almost,
Yeah, no.
You're giving too much away.
I know. Why would they arrest me? I'm a Power Ranger. Come on.
But I mean, back to Power Rangers. So obviously, as I said in the beginning, I am a huge Power Ranger fan. So meeting you, I do have to say, thank you so much for coming to do the video, first of all.
My pleasure.
But can you give us some insight to, like, what I'd like to know is when you got that call that you've been cast as the Red Ranger, like, what does that mean to you as, I assume, a fan of Power Rangers, first of all, and as an actor in general?
So they didn't actually call me to tell me what happened. I had, I think, 4 auditions, and they told me at the last one, which is like a chemistry read with a bunch of other actors, that I would know within like a week or so. A month went by, so I'm like, okay, I totally didn't get it, because most acting jobs, they don't tell you if you don't get it, they only tell you if you get it.
Oh, okay.
And so I was just like, all right, well, whatever. I was working at the San Diego Zoo at the time, as an acrobat, dressed as a koala doing circus.
Wow.
And 7 days a week for the summer.
I usually do that too. I used to Avenue Nature Park.
Yeah, it's true.
As a moose.
It's true. I've seen him. He's great. Yeah.
But yeah, so you were doing the read.
I was doing that, and then I get a call again.
Yep.
And they're like, "Hey, we want to see you one more time. I know we've seen you a bunch." I was like, "Why?" Like, I have to drive from San Diego to LA and back in time for my performance.
Right.
It's like, whatever. So I'll go. I was like all annoyed. And when I get there, they gave me sides in the room. It's called a cold read, where you don't get to look at it first. And I'm like, "Oh, can I walk outside of the room and like go over this really quick?" Like, no, we want you to do it right now. And like that's not a thing. Like, you always get the sides for a few minutes at least, if not a day.
Yep.
Like, all right, well, this is gonna be a horrible read because I've never even read these in my head yet. So I'm like looking at the lines and like trying to like act it as I'm like reading it for the first time.
That's amazing.
And one of the lines is like, "Open this treasure chest to reveal your destiny." And then like the casting director handed me a treasure chest. And I opened it, and there's a laminated picture going, "Congratulations, you're the Red Ranger."
Wow.
I'm like, "Are you guys kidding me?"
That just gave me a little bit of goosebumps. Because like I could just only imagine your like emotional reaction to that.
They have it on YouTube somewhere. They put it up.
Okay.
Yeah, all of our reactions to it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And the last question I have, if I may, for the Power Rangers section, I do want to know personally again, when you first put on that suit for the first time and looked at yourself in the mirror or whatever in a camera, how did that feel?
It was amazing. It was at Morphicon, which is like the world's biggest Power Ranger convention.
Right, I've heard
and they typically announce the new cast there. So I was backstage, and they sent in the Japanese stunt suit. That's the ones we wore to be announced. And they tailored ones to us later in New Zealand.
Wow.
But they gave me a haircut backstage because my hair apparently was too long. So they like cut it really quick. And they're like, "All right, so when you get on stage, you're going to say Dino Charger ready," or something like, or unleash the power. Oh no, whatever. Part of the catchphrase.
Give us a Dino Charge ready.
Dino Charger ready. Yeah, so something like that.
So cool.
And so like I went on stage. I was like, I was like so nervous. So like walking and like holding the helmet, trying to pose. I was like, this is like there's so many people. And I was like,
man, that's dope.
So it's amazing.
But before we do clue it up, if I may, we have decided, if okay with you, to make you an honorary distorted theorist, my friend. Thank you so much for coming for the interview.
Now hold on. I haven't even gotten any questions.
That's true.
That's true.
You give me a T-shirt too. He's giving me stuff for his.
You can give me.
I'll take it. Okay, let's switch.
So I want to keep this in the kind of the realm of what we've been doing with a lot of our cosplayers here, because obviously you're here as one of the guests, and we've got cosplayer guests as well. So I'm going to tweak it a little bit from some of our cosplayer rules, but in terms of acting, like, and stunt work, what got you into the whole realm of what was it? Just like, I was little, I was good at karate, or was it like one day I said, "You'd be good to take a punch to the face"? I don't know.
Yeah,
that is a good question.
It is a good question. Good question. Good question, right?
Yeah.
Comment below how good of a question that is. No, basically, so I started off in a community circus program. My dad was a gymnast in college, and he found the circus program at a local YMCA.
Okay.
And he signed my sister and I up for it when we were in elementary school. And one of the times I was there, I was like napping, and a manager for like an acting manager came by and wanted to meet, and like I was like half asleep, so I didn't even know who he was. And like he wasn't interested because I was like, and I was so I remember I was like crying. I was like, "Dad, why didn't you tell me? I could have been on TV and whatever." I was like 8. Years later, I went to like this modeling acting school.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It might not be okay, but we're gonna pretend. It's not, Wendy.
Like it's fine for me.
Heck yeah. I went to this modeling acting school, and they had managers come and check out their clientele.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, it's the same manager that saw me at that circus all those years ago. And so he ended up representing me from that point. And I just wanted to model because I was super shy at the time. And then I fell into acting.
So basically, you're happy your dad put you into circus.
Yes. So short story,
Dick Grayson.
Circus to acting.
Enjoy the circus.
Yeah, and I want to be Nightwing now. Thank you. Come on, hire me. Let's go.
This is your casting
In
call.
terms of that, and we've heard about some of your roles that you had. So I usually ask if someone had unlimited time, unlimited money, what would be their dream cosplay? But because you're an actor, what is the dream role?
What is it?
Directors, keep an eye on this.
Yeah. Marvel Studios, are you watching?
Be the ultimate person of interest.
Figure, anything.
I love the fantasy superhero elements.
Okay.
Like, not that I'm opposed to playing roles more to real life, but things that like elevate your imagination beyond what's possible.
So true.
I love Spider-Man, so maybe Miguel O'Hara from Spider-Man 2099. Again, Nightwing if we're going DC Comics.
That would be dope.
So any of that would be like...
I could picture you as a Nightwing, like stature-wise.
Thank you.
So.
And circus-wise.
Yeah, and acrobatic-wise, and
yeah.
all the wises.
All the wises.
Because it's Brennan Mejia.
What's up? Vines of Chia.
He can definitely be part of the Flying Gracies for sure. And my last question. So I'm sure you're a geek and nerd and all things sci-fi as much as we are, aren't you? So in the world of geek, in the world of sci-fi, in the world of everything that you've seen here, what is the thing that is coming out in soon that is, or even in the next couple of years, that's got you the most?
Yeah, like cinema.
Video game, movies.
Ooh, I mean, video games, the new Harry Potter game coming out on PS5. That'd probably
we got a reaction. Everyone's seen is at like 10K right
And Breath
now.
of the Wild too.
Oh, okay.
I'm a huge Zelda fan.
As if you needs to be any more cool in my books, folks. He pulls out the Zelda cards.
My phone case.
Oh!
Sheikah Slate for
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
We're going to have to do a separate interview. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you. Yeah, and then I guess TV or movie-wise, shoot. Secret Invasion, I think they're working their way towards that, right?
Yeah, you just need, put the shirt on.
Part of that was actually filmed in Halifax.
Yeah.
Just a little bit south from us, and a little bit to the west, you know, given that.
Well, next time they're filming, go tell them that they need to fly me from California.
Oh, we got your contact information now, so it's all happening.
Yeah.
Perfect. So,
are you done with your questions now?
I'm pretty sure. I think that's where we can kind of leave it at that.
Cool.
So now what I'd like you to do, what we'd like you to do,
Yep.
is, I mean, we already know what you're here for, but like yourself, do you have any socials? Do you have anything else that you want people to follow you on?
The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah. So Instagram, Twitter, at Brennan Mejia. TikTok is Brennan_Mejia. YouTube is Brennan Mejia.
Go follow him, guys.
Yeah, in regards to other work, I'm going to do a bit in a movie coming up in July. And then I'm on a veil for another movie, which basically means like I'm pinned for the role. They haven't given it to me yet, but
they will if I have anything to say about it.
So hopefully that movie, and then I had an audition. I filmed in my hotel room. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember, but that also shoots in July.
It can happen anywhere.
It really can.
It really.
So,
you want to do your next audition right here? Like we can
hi, my name is Brennan Mejia. I'm 5'9". I'm based in LA. Yeah, and whatever the lines are.
Yeah.
So
it's all good. All right, I'll do this again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
Absolutely, it's been an absolute pleasure having
Thanks
you
for
here.
having me.
All right, guys, and on that note, I am the real Jussie.
I am Peter Parkour. This is Brennan Mejia, and we are out, as we always say on the channel, keep it real.